Honorable President, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia would like to express our appreciation to the government of Kenya for your warm hospitality in hosting this important event. We are likewise profoundly grateful to UNEP for your tireless efforts in successfully organizing today's proceedings. Malaysia is fully committed to play a crucial role in addressing global environmental challenges. We have implemented policies and initiatives to achieve environmental sustainability in line with our National Development Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals. Our actions are also aligned with our commitments under the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and other multilateral environment agreements. Malaysia reiterated its firm commitments on climate change during the COP28 in Dubai, UAE. We believe that all countries must contribute to the fight against climate change based on the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities. Under the Paris Agreement, Malaysia intends to reduce our economy-wide carbon intensity against GDP by 45% in 2030 compared to 2005 levels as our nationally determined contributions. Furthermore, we aspire to achieve net zero GHG emissions earliest by 2050 under the National Long-Term Low Emissions Development Strategy, which will be finalized by this year. Recognizing that Malaysia is continuously vulnerable to the negative effects of climate change, such as flooding, coastal erosion, and droughts, we are currently developing a national adaptation plan in collaboration with foreign and local institutions and funded by the Global Climate Fund under the UNFCCC. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia has been taking various measures to support the global biodiversity agenda, seeking to embody the spirit of the Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework into the National Policy on Biological Diversity 2022-2030, which was launched on 24th October 2023. Besides policy revisions, the Biodiversity Legal Framework is also being strengthened with the enforcement of the Wildlife Conservation Act and the passing of the National Forestry Act amendment by Parliament in August 2022. In terms of institutional frameworks, Malaysia has reinforced the National Biodiversity Council as the highest coordinating platform for strengthening national biodiversity conservation policies and strategies, as well as providing oversight to the implementation of the NPBD. As the biodiversity loss is being addressed globally, we will do our part to conserve our biodiversity for future generations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, plastic pollution is one of the most pressing issues globally. It is a crisis that has reached a critical point, posing significant threats to the ecosystems. In light of Resolution 514 of Unea 5.2, the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee is currently developing an internationally legally binding instrument on plastic pollution. Thus, we would urge all member states to recall that the aspiration of Resolution 514 is to end plastic pollution. Our path to sustainability must be determined nationally